The Ice Bridge operation is a 6-year mission conducted by NASA, and it's an aerial survey where polar glaciers are examined via aircraft. This project tracks polar ice in the Arctic and Antarctic regions, aiming to obtain a previously unseen three-dimensional view of ice layers, ice shelves, and also sea ice. This mission is the most extensive aerial survey of Earth's polar ice ever conducted. In recent years, experts have drilled through the ice sheet of Antarctica, discovering unique and not fully understood ecosystems. These ecosystems beneath Antarctica are home to creatures never seen before. Let's take a closer look at these discoveries unveiled by scientists. Antarctica's shape-shifting organism. Between 2005 and 2010, a large scientific facility was constructed at the heart of Antarctica's vast ice sheet. This groundbreaking facility was named the IceCube Neutrino Observatory. In this observatory, over 5,000 digital optical sensors were delicately hung on cable arrays and embedded deep within the ice layers. Its purpose was to act as a cosmic observer, detecting elusive subatomic particles known as neutrinos. These neutrinos offered a chance to observe the universe's most energetic events, such as exploding stars, black holes, and the centers of galaxies. However, during the process of embedding these sensors into the ice, an unexpected event occurred. Drilling cameras discovered a mysterious organism in Antarctica's icy waters. This organism had features reminiscent of both squids and octopuses. Remarkably, it could continuously change its shape, reforming its form in ways that exceeded marine life norms. As it approached the camera, it seemed to almost mimic the camera's movements. This extraordinary shape-shifting ability caused significant astonishment among researchers. Could this new species be a distinct organism outside of scientific classifications? Its ability to change shape might indicate the existence of a unique and undiscovered ecosystem that has been isolated beneath Antarctica for thousands of years. This shape-shifting organism makes us reconsider the possibilities of complex life existing in underground lakes and seas, away from sunlight and familiar life forms. The IceCube team officially acknowledged the footage of this extraordinary organism. The images were recorded by a camera lowered to a depth of 300 meters in drill hole number 13. Marine biologists determined that this organism resembled no known marine creature. The unique abilities of this organism hint at a complex biosphere that has evolved in isolation for thousands of years, adapting to Antarctica's harsh conditions. Atlantis in Antarctica. Hidden beneath Antarctica's icy cover lies a fascinating truth. Recent studies support a striking theory, suggesting that the glaciers once bore traces of the Atlantis civilization. While humanity was unaware of the existence of the Antarctic continent until 1818, Piri Reis drew a map of this continent, not covered in ice, in 1513. Astonishingly, the depiction of Antarctica's coastal regions in this ancient map, aligning with modern-day representations, bolsters this theory. Satellite images and evidence like pyramid shapes also support the possibility of an ancient society still existing beneath the frozen surface. Proponents of the theory suggest that an advanced civilization might have existed in areas of Antarctica that became submerged under ice due to geological changes about 12,000 years ago. Some even speculate that this community might not have been ordinary humans. Perhaps they were the lost inhabitants of Atlantis. In 1953, Charles Hapgood proposed the sliding Earth crust theory to explain how Antarctica became covered in ice due to crustal movements and continental drifts. This theory was also endorsed by the renowned scientist Albert Einstein. Hapgood said the map of Antarctica, drawn by Piri Reis in 1513, and older Sumerian maps to support his views. Based on Piri Reis's map, Hapgood argued that the Earth's crust moved southward, and the civilized Atlantis formed today's Antarctic continent. As in many Atlantis sagas, it submerged underwater and reached its current glacial state due to recent climatic changes. If the works of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato did not contain so much truth about the state of humanity, his name would have been forgotten centuries ago. One of his most famous tales, the ancient Atlantis civilization, might also be waiting to be discovered beneath the glaciers. While definitive evidence is lacking, the mystery between the Antarctic landscape and the Atlantis legend may be illuminated with further exploration and technological advancements in the future. Antarctica's underground rivers. Beneath the icy cover of Antarctica lies a captivating truth. Recent research supports a compelling theory suggesting that the glaciers once bore traces of the Atlantis civilization. While humanity remained unaware of the existence of the Antarctic continent until 1818, Piri Reis astonishingly drew a map of this land not covered in ice in 1513. Intriguingly, the depiction of Antarctica's coastal regions in this ancient map, aligning with modern-day representations, bolsters this theory. Satellite images and evidence like pyramid shapes further support the possibility of an ancient society still existing beneath the frozen surface. Advocates of this theory propose that an advanced civilization might have existed in areas of Antarctica submerged under ice due to geological changes about 12,000 years ago. Some even speculate that this community might not have been ordinary humans. Perhaps they were the lost inhabitants of Atlantis. In 1953, Charles Hapgood introduced the sliding Earth crust theory to explain how Antarctica became encased in ice due to crustal movements and continental drifts. This theory was also endorsed by the renowned scientist Albert Einstein. Hapgood used the map of Antarctica, drawn by Piri Reis in 1513, and older Sumerian maps to substantiate his views. Based on Piri Reis's map, Hapgood argued that the Earth's crust shifted southward and the civilized Atlantis formed today's Antarctic continent. As in many Atlantis tales, it submerged underwater and reached its current glacial state due to recent climatic changes. Had the works of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato not contained so much truth about humanity's state, his name would have been forgotten centuries ago. One of his most renowned tales, the ancient Atlantis civilization, might also be waiting to be discovered beneath the glaciers. While definitive evidence is lacking, the enigma between the Antarctic landscape and the Atlantis legend might be illuminated with further exploration and technological advancements in the future. Antarctic pyramids. Pyramids are found all over the world, with the most famous being the pyramids of Egypt. However, conspiracy theorists believe there are also pyramids in Antarctica. Specifically, near Mount Shackleton, there's a claim of a pyramid-like structure on the ice-covered continent. When looking at satellite images, this structure appears similar to the Giza pyramids in Egypt. Conspiracy theorist David Childress suggests that the Shackleton Pyramid could be the oldest pyramid in the world. Childress states, "This massive structure in Antarctica might be a pyramid. Perhaps it's the primary pyramid from which all other pyramids worldwide derived their design." Another conspiracy theorist comments, "We find evidence of pyramid structures all over the world. We've found similar evidence in Antarctica. This could indicate the existence of an unknown lost civilization. We might have encountered the oldest civilization in human history." Michael Salla, on the other hand, argues that the true purpose of the pyramids might be different. According to Salla, the pyramid in Antarctica could be part of a pyramid network designed for power generation. Based on a popular claim that pyramids were built in strategic locations for transmitting vast amounts of energy, Salla advocates for further research into the Shackleton Pyramid in Antarctica and other pyramids. Antarctic volcanoes. Rising west of Antarctica's Ross Island is Mount Erebus, known as the southernmost active stratovolcano in the world. This impressive volcano is one of 4 that played a role in the formation of Ross Island, with the other 3 no longer active. The discovery of Mount Erebus was made by naval officer and explorer James Clark Ross. Since 1972, Erebus has been continuously active, and today it's recognized as the most active volcano in Antarctica. The volcano's crater houses one of the rare persistent lava lakes in the world, which regularly exhibits explosive activity. In 2005, minor ash eruptions were observed, and small lava flows emerged from cracks near the lava lake. After the discovery of Mount Erebus, it became a focal point of scientific interest, with various studies conducted on it since 1972. The region where the volcano is located experiences cold conditions, with temperatures dropping to 20 degrees even in summer months. In winter, temperatures can plummet to 50 degrees. Despite these harsh environmental conditions, scientists have sought to understand the biological life within Erebus. The internal temperature of the volcano can reach up to 65 degrees, contrasting the cold external environment. Consequently, life inside Mount Erebus is based on microscopic organisms. For instance, cyanobacteria have been found inside the volcano. These bacteria survive by converting sunlight into energy and can reproduce rapidly, even visible to the naked eye. However, a lingering question remains for biologists. How did these organisms arrive here? Did they come from frozen water or from the volcano's internal ecosystem? This topic still requires further research. Blood waterfall. Located in Antarctica's Taylor Glacier, Blood Falls is considered one of the most intriguing places on Earth. This waterfall flows continuously, carrying its red-colored water to Lake Bonny. Scientists, intrigued by the red water amidst the white polar landscape, embarked on meticulous studies to uncover its mystery. For many years, it was believed that the red hue originated from red algae in the sea. However, scans using electromagnetic devices revealed a larger underground water source beneath Blood Falls. Research indicates that approximately 5 million years ago, rising sea levels submerged East Antarctica, leading to the formation of a saline lake. Over the subsequent millions of years, glaciers covered the lake and tectonic movements isolated it from the mainland. Remarkably, this lake has preserved microbiological life, even in its lightless, oxygen-deprived environment beneath the ice. This has caused the water, at depths of 400 meters, to become increasingly saline. The lake-feeding Blood Falls is 3 times saltier than regular seawater and resists freezing. It also contains high levels of iron, which, when exposed to oxygen, rusts and turns the water red as it emerges from eroded rock layers. Access to the valley where Blood Falls is located is limited to helicopters or visiting ships. The discovery of life in such an oxygen-deprived and dark environment supports the notion that similar life forms could exist on Mars and other planets. Giant meteor. Located in East Antarctica with a flat peak, 17 small particles detected on the mountain provide concrete evidence that a space rock disintegrated in the lower regions of the continent's atmosphere approximately 430,000 years ago. Most of these particles vary in size, typically between 0.1 to 0.3 millimeters, and their composition closely resembles particles found in distant regions of Antarctica. This supports the hypothesis that all this material originated from the same space source. Other particles have been found in ice cores, and all these fragments date back to about 430,000 years ago. Therefore, researchers believe that these new particles from Walnum-Shellet also fell during the same period. Simulations conducted by scientists suggest that the meteor, which disintegrated over Antarctica, was between 100 to 150 meters in size and likely exploded at a low altitude. Researchers estimate that the blast waves from this explosion could have affected an area of the ice sheet spanning 100,000 square kilometers. According to this study, while the explosion might not have created a crater, the areas where the hot gases and smoke reached the Earth's surface could have experienced temperatures up to 5,000 degrees. This could have melted ice layers several centimeters thick. A similar explosion occurring over a densely populated region today could potentially affect millions of people and cause significant damage over hundreds of square kilometers. Organism 46b. Recently, stories about the mysterious creature called Organism 46b have been gaining popularity and attracting significant attention. According to these tales, Organism 46b, a creature resembling an octopus with features like 10 meters in length and 14 legs, was discovered about 3 kilometers deep beneath the frozen surface of Lake Vostok in Antarctica. The stories claim that this creature possesses mobile limbs and an impressive level of intelligence. Some versions even suggest that Organism 46b can release toxins that can paralyze other creatures up to a distance of 45 meters. However, these claims are not yet supported by solid evidence and seem to originate from anecdotal sources. While it's believed that Antarctica's icy depths could host complex ecosystems, the existence of massive creatures with supernatural abilities like Organism 46b has not been scientifically proven. Stories about Organism 46b likely seem to be based on exaggerated rumors. Nevertheless, research conducted in the deep waters of Antarctica, along with accidental discoveries, increases the possibility that this polar region may still hold undiscovered biological surprises. As we continue to follow these developments, let's not forget the potential of Antarctica harboring yet-to-be-discovered biological wonders. What are your thoughts on all these discoveries? Don't forget to share your opinions in the comments. See you soon.